We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey.
They'll run. This is Bashal Tootin. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. This defense for the Colts, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now the former Syracuse man, LaQuint Allen. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Now a handoff to Rodriguez. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. This rushing attack sure looks pretty effective here on this opening drive.
Yeah, they're finding gaps with very little problem right now. If this is going to consistently be this way throughout the game, there's going to be some adjustments made on the defensive side of the ball.
Now he's going to step up and run. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the two of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
Hey, Silver.
Tootin will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. So another touchdown for him on the year now, Charles. He had 2 in the opener last week and hits pay dirt for a 3rd time here.
And with good health, he's got a really good chance to be up there among the leaders in touchdowns scored when this season comes to an end. Quick question, partner. Is it bad luck to toast him with a sports drink?
Not at all, partner. I think that's a fantastic idea. Cheers. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37. You look at this Jaguar defense. They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
19-18.
Richardson to throw off play action. Now he'll tuck this and run. Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
They'll go for it. Here's Richardson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Go. Red on red.
On play action, Lawrence. Blitz coming, and down he goes. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Couple of nice plays for Jacksonville. Another first down there.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Hey, Rob.
Now a quick throw out wide to Myers. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That puts them in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at first and goal.
Hey, go, let's go.
Now Lawrence. Now he's going to step up and run. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brenton Strange, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
14. Colts, nothing. Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Richardson to throw. This one complete to Alec Pierce. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. That is Joshua Hines-Allen working his way in for the sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Richardson looking to throw this. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Trying the power game with Ham. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line.
No gain on the play.
Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal.
Okay, ready? Ready? Let go.
Taylor is into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
And the thing you have to love about Jonathan Taylor, he's a shifty speed guy most of the time when you hand him the football. But he's not coming off the field when you get down near the goal line because he's as tough and gritty as they come. And he finishes things off here by getting into the end zone.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Reno! 60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! Let's go!
And he will get into the end zone, and a 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. Boy, they're down only 1 score. It's still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now a carry for Allen. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Here we go.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's go.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, easy. Ralph. Next one, son.
They'll try to run this one in. And they'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Bayshaw Tootin with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. No, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it 21-8.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee. And they'll begin the drive at the 30.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Well, that's going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
65, not Panther 60, Panther 60, Cup 19, Cup 19.
Richardson. He'll try and do this himself. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, Buffalo 18. Mustang 19.
Richardson going on 4th down. Here's a diving catch right side. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off for the 1st down.
And the Colts, 1st down. First
Here we go, here we go.
48-yard line.
Ready.
Now it's Richardson. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They go play action with Richardson. And he's got Pierce. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. Hey.
Back to the air with Richardson. Down the field, he's got Warren. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's a tap forward by Richardson. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Hey. 18, 19 Lions, 70 Rangers, 18, Champ 60, Champ 60. Let's go.
Now Richardson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyler Warren in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And this is up and good to make it a 21-15 game.
Makes the score Jaguars 21, Colts 15. Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. And this will be a Jaguars first down as the tackle made here at the 36. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not much doing on the return. Good coverage there. Going to stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line.
At their own 15-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now.
On the ground, DJ Giddens. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
From the 34-yard line, here's second down and 2. And Richardson back to throw it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
4 yards.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Taylor. Taken down at the 42.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. Richardson looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Bronco 80. Warriors 70. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And this taken in by Downs. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 44-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw again on second down. Richardson. That's caught right side. It's Warren. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Tyler Warren, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Prater for the extra point. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd.
Jaguars 21. Rigoberto
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Here's a give up the middle. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Oh, that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Go, let's check. 13 loose.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
First down, Jacksonville.
After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Now Lawrence. And Thomas has it. The 20. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 40 yards.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
Hey, here we go.
They go play action with Lawrence. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
On red. Go. Hey, so go. Ready to look. Here we go.
Now Lawrence to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Third and goal, and still a long way from the end zone.
Smash. 30 left.
Lawrence. Quick hitter here. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit. but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position.
Joshua Hines-Allen, his second sack of the night.
That's his second sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
19 Lions. Ready.
Richardson working from the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Seven Pirates, seven Pirates.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. Just 21 yards on the punt there. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Thomas brings it in. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Brian Thomas, 29 yards. And the Jags have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
So here we go now as the Jaguars will go for 2.
13 Luke.
The Jaguars will line up for the two-point conversion.
Go, let's go. And hey.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2.
27. Colts 22. Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's Richardson to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run, and that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Understanding he's just down one possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
70 Lions, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready.
Richardson looking to throw this. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards that time for number 14. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
To the left side, he's got Warren, the tight end. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
70 Rangers, check.
Richardson. Touchdown, Colts! Josh Downs, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts have retaken the lead. Well, quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this 4th quarter.
But this game's kind of felt like a horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because, yeah, the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they're stuck ahead in front here late in the game. The finish line's not far away. They need their defense to finish this thing off.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. And does the defense have it? They do, says the referee. We're going the other way. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Oh, good return up past the 30.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. What a big 4th quarter fumble recovery a moment ago, and now they are set up with a chance to take the lead. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
Defended by Kenny Moore.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 49 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool him on that play.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
On the red. Gun.
Here's Lawrence to throw. This is caught inside the 15. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Bashil Tootin, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars have yet again retaken the lead. Oh, my goodness. How about this start to a season? I mean, it doesn't get much better. 2 touchdowns, remember, last week in the opener. 3 more here. This is some kind of pace to put yourself on.
Are we going to go ahead and look ahead and say 4 next week? Is that too much to ask for? That's what he's dreaming about right now. That's what his team's thinking about. But, boy, what a start with him.
And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Richardson. Throw left side complete. That's Warren. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And the Colts first down.
Panther 11. Panther, go.
Richardson. Now he's going to step up and run. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. And his throw is incomplete.
Intended for Johnson.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Mustang 19. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Rig alert. Rig alert. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Buffalo 18. Hut, hut.
Here's Richardson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And Richardson slides down after evading the defense, and he moves the chains. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Richardson to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now Richardson. Now he's going to step up and run. Boy, a dangerous throw there. Fortunate for him, it'll wind up incomplete.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
And that is incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Cowboy 80. Ready.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, he had to force it there on 4th down, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Antonio Johnson. And the Jags have just about sewn up this football game.
Ginger.
Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they.